everyone, I've got a few dolly updates for you today. So these are dolls that have had makeovers that I got in my recent hauls. So the first one I have to show you is Woody. When I got him, his nose was all ruined and all his paint was coming off his head. I've repainted his head. He was absolutely filthy, and I've put him through the washing machine. He's come up quite nice and clean. The only thing he's missing is his hat, and I'm not sure whether he's meant to have a gun or not. And I didn't have a Woody, so I'm really happy to have him and add him to my collection. And I think he looks so much better now. What I did with his nose was I filed it with and literally just filed it with a nail file until it was sort of, it looked like someone had bitten the end off it. So I've sort of just reshaped it a bit so that you can't see that nibble on the end of his nose now. Also in that bundle I got Jessie, and when I got Jessie she did have a lovely hairstyle, but it showed all the bald bit on her head, so I've redone her hairstyle, I've washed all her clothes, and I found her some boots, and she looks lovely. I do already have a Jessie, but I don't have this one. This one is articulated in the knees, but she doesn't have any articulation in her arms. The little outfit's come up really nice actually, and she's had her hair redone and now she's lovely. Then we have this girl. Now she is now somebody did tell me who she was. She's something like the Rose Princess Barbie, which is why she's in a princess dress. And her hair is done like this. She's the one that's got the bobbles in her hair, and somebody very kindly sent me a picture of her, and for some reason those comments that this person sent me have all disappeared. I don't know where they've gone, so I'm really sorry about that, because they were really very helpful, and yeah, now I've lost the flipping comment, so I've forgotten who she is. Anyway, so yeah, you pull the strings at the back. So what I did was I sectioned the hair into 3 like it was in the photo that I was sent, and I added a string to each section, and I put elastics around it at intervals like it was in the picture. And then when you pull the strings at the back, it's meant to all curl up like this, look, and give her a different hairstyle. It's very pretty when it's done. And then you can pull it back at the back and it comes out straight again. So that was really nice. I was really pleased with that, and it did come out really well. And I did find her some shoes, but they're a bit, you know, they're not really very fitting for a princess, are they? Anyway, she's got some on. That's better than nothing. Then we have Gabrielle from High School Musical. Now, Gabrielle has a bit of a problem with a wonky foot. This foot, it's been twisted round at the bottom. I think if I give it a good heat up, I'll be able to twist it back again. But her ankle, you can see, her foot has a tendency to go inwards, and the only shoes I could get to fit her are those blue ones, but they're not too bad with that dress, are they? She's such a pretty doll, Gabrielle is, isn't she? I've given her some little heart earrings, and she's lovely. She's had a good wash and she's come out beautiful. So that's her. Then we have also from High School Musical, we have Sharpay. Someone's given Sharpay a haircut though. You can see she's got tufts on her hair here and here. That's why I put that little elastic round her head to hold the tufts down. But she's got a really pretty face too, hasn't she? And I do believe that is one of her dresses. Look at the shoes she's had to have there. Because she's flat-footed, I didn't have any shoes to fit her, so I've had to put them on. I really must. I suppose I could paint them, couldn't I? Yeah, I don't know, or else change her dress to match, one of the two. But yeah, she's all right. She's all right. Then I have a few more articulated fashionistas. So we've got this girl. She's Cactus Cutie in it. She's on a live body, and it really matches her really well. It really does. Yeah, she's ever such a pretty doll. One of my favourites, this one is. And I've called her Rosie because she's one of my favourites. And so is Rosie, bless her. Rosie, Jazz, Hayden and Xander. They're my favourites, yeah. And she's got on these shoes because they're the only ones I could get to fit her. Oh, honestly, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, there she is. Then this girl, she's articulated on one of the cheapy China bodies, and I love them China bodies, you know, because I'm not going to be, you know, playing with them constantly. They're absolutely fine. It matches her skin colour fairly well, not perfectly, but she is quite a difficult one to match the skin tone of. She's got her original shoes on. I do find with the Barbie bodies and these cheapy China bodies that their shoes do fit them fine still, and even the clothes fit them fine, because that is her clothes. And she was a petite, and she still is petite, isn't she, on that body? It was a little bit smaller than your average Barbie body. Then somebody commented that this was Tyco Ariel, and that Tyco were one of the first companies to make the Ariel doll. She is quite a pretty little doll, isn't she? And then I found her this tail that I had spare, and it actually is the right size for her. It's a bit old, this tail is. I'm not sure how old she is, because she doesn't have any, she's got no date on her at all. It just says Disney China on the back of it. It doesn't even say Tyco on her. And I don't know whether she's had a haircut or whether she's meant to have a fringe, but something's cut shorter here, look. But she's a cutie, isn't she? Then the other fashionista that I managed to articulate was a Ken. Through research, I found that one of the only bodies that fits the Ken is the Superman body, and they're quite expensive. Well, I thought I'd do a little experiment, and in a bundle last week I got a huntsman whose face was absolutely ruined. It was covered in pen and paint and all sorts. So I tried putting this fashionista's body on this fashionista's head on Hunter Huntsman's body, and it absolutely matches perfectly. It really is such a good match colour wise. And when I put it on, it was loose, but now look at it, it's perfect. It can go back, it can go forward, it can go side to side, and it was really loose. But what I did was I put a good lot of elastic bands between the neck peg and the neck. I think I must have used 8 or 9, and now is absolutely perfect. The clothes are a little bit loose on him, looser than they were on the Ken, but they still look fine and they still fit him fine. So I was really happy to find that he would fit on the Hunter Huntsman body. Then we have this girl. I'm told she's a Barbie. I'm sure they said she was from the 80s or 90s. She's been given some earrings. I've popped her dress back on her, and I've found that she's got this nasty scuff on her arm, bless her. But that dress does hide it pretty well. And I mean, these shoes are awful, aren't they? But I mean, I'm having to put on what I've got that fit them, so. And because she's an older Barbie, she's bigger across the chest, so she won't fit the more modern clothes as easily. Then this girl, she's really pale in the face, isn't she? Her hair was really fluffy, and I think it's been cut. But the main reason I wanted to show you her was because of her hands. She was the one that had chewed hands, and I've repaired her hands by dipping them in a pan of boiling water. That you put some water in a pan, you bring it to the boil until it's bubbling, and then you dip the hand in a few times, and it actually works fantastic. And the person that told me about that was Katie, so thank you very much for that, Katie. And it was on a video by Danny Panda. I'll try and link the link to the video in the comment section, because yeah, it was a really good tip, so thank you for that, Danny Panda. And there is the beautiful Dolly, and I've dressed her in that dress, and she's got some shoes on that match her dress, so she's done pretty well in the dress department. Then this girl, I don't know who she is. She's got a twist and turn waist. She's got a really pretty face. I do love that face, and I think it is the Superstar face mould. She's got some pink on her head that I need to try and remove. But I love that face. She's a 90s one, I think. But she's got the bent arms. She's missing a ring, but her hair has come out lovely. I love that crimped hair. And we've got the other singing Gabrielle. She's gorgeous as well. There's quite a difference between her, between this singing one and the not singing one though. Oh, I suppose it might just be that she's bigger, mightn't it? I suppose the faces aren't that different. It's just that this singing one is bigger. She's really pretty though, really lovely face. I do like that. Her hair's come out nicely, although again, I don't know if it's been cut. I always think it's been cut even if it hasn't, don't I? But it seems shorter at the top here, can you see? Whether it's just layered, I don't know. She's got a lovely face. I couldn't try the batteries because I've run out of those size batteries, and I've got quite a few dolls that I need to try those batteries in, so I will have to invest in some more. Then this girl, her shoes aren't too bad. She's been let off quite light in the shoe stakes because they do actually match her outfit. And I wanted a plain top for her, but I didn't have one, so I've had to pop that on, and I thought that was the nearest I'd got to the colour of her outfit, so that was her. Her hair's not as flyaway as it was, but it is that horrible, well, not horrible, it's that really fine thin hair. Then we've got 12 Dancing Princesses Genevieve, and I love this doll. I absolutely love her face. I think it's just beautiful. I love her outfit, but sadly I couldn't get this awful stain off it. I've got some of it out and it has all been all antibacterialized, and it is definitely clean, but it just would not come out, that stain wouldn't. So I'm gonna have to try and get her a new skirt. In the meantime, we're just sort of positioning it so you can't see that bit at the back, and yeah, she's come out pretty well. Her hair's nice, and yeah, she's got her little shoes on. I absolutely love her. I don't know what it is about her, I just love her. I love that face. And then the final two dolls, the first one is this one. She's the one that came on a pink and green body, and I've popped her onto one of those cheap China bodies, which matches really well colour wise. Her hair's come out. Her hair is that flyaway hair again, and I wanted her to have a plain top because her hair's so bright, so I've made her this top out of a piece of lace, and all I've done is velcroed it at the back, glued on some velcro to each side of the lace, and I threaded this ribbon through the bottom and pulled it tight because it was quite loose at the bottom, obviously because she's got a chest at the top and then her waist is thinner, so I threaded the ribbon through and pulled it to gather it in there, and I think that looks alright for a 5-minute top, doesn't it? She's got on some black shoes, so she's done alright in the shoe stakes. Yeah, and the articulation in these dolls is brilliant, and they're only about £3, so that suits me down to the ground. And the last but not least, we have Starlight Princess. And what I've done, I've rebodied her because I have a thing about these dolls with contraptions on them. I'm just not a fan of them. I mean, we'll let Genevieve off because hers isn't so bad, but this, she had them blue things hanging out and all sorts, but no, I didn't like them. So I've rebodied her. She's on a, now is she on a Barbie body? I think she's on a Barbie, she is on a Barbie body because she's got articulation in her chest, her elbow, her wrist, her knee. And yeah, and the Barbie clothes fit her perfectly, and I love, these are two of my favourite items of Barbie clothing, are these shorts. They were from the pound shop, the shorts were, and then the Hello Kitty grey and black top, which is surprising really because I normally go for glitter and pink and sparkle, but she has got that beautiful, beautiful face again. So yes, that was my dolly updates for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.